In the rear, as I mentioned, this axle is pushed back 4 inches, and that just gets it out of this space here. On the Grand Wagoneers, or the Wagoneers, the wheel well opening followed this line here. So when you push that back and open up this wheel well, it just has a funky look to it. What I did was I made tube fenders, all steel tube fenders, 120 wall, and just filled in this area right here, and just kind of created the standard wheel well, pushed back a little bit further. I didn't mention that in the front, but we fabricated some fenders for the rear and the front. The shocks, as I mentioned, are King shocks. The rear is also remote reservoir, adjustable, and the King bump stops in the rear as well. And of course the front and rear shock hoops, I fabricated those, fabricated the wheel wells, the rear bumper. One of the reasons this is not linked, at least in the rear, it's a little difficult to do in the rear with the Wagoneer. BJ's does sell a gas tank that replaces the stock gas tank, and it changes the location so you can actually link the rear. But I kept the stock gas tank in this, and I added a second gas tank. As I said, I want to get out, explore, so I wanted a bigger range without carrying a ton of gas cans. I'll probably still carry a couple, but I added a second gas tank out of the CJ5. It's a 15-gallon tank, so 20 in the stock tank, 15 in this one, 35 gallons of fuel, and then there's a switch that mounts in the cab where I can switch between the tanks.